From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
Yo, buckle up, cause we about to dive into some street opera that's wilder than a pit bull in a chicken coop. This ain't just tea, this is a whole boiling pot of drama, betrayal, and clout chasing that'll have you glued to your seat like you're watching The Godfather on steroids. Let's get into it. So last night, I peeped this post about Brick Baby, yeah, that dude, getting tangled up in Lil Durk's M case. Now why do I keep spitting on these situations? Cause these dudes are out here thirsting for attention like they're stranded in the desert. They'll risk their freedom, their reputation, even their mama's good name just to stay relevant. And Brick Baby, oh, he's the poster child for this mess. Let's rewind. Remember when Lil Pob got knocked off the chessboard? Brick Baby was out here dropping breadcrumbs like he was Hansel and Gretel, acting like he knew who did what, when, and why. Man was volunteering for interviews like he was auditioning for Law & Order. Oh, y'all can't slide for Vaughn no more. Yeah, he said that. Then he backtracked faster than a kid caught stealing cookies. Wait, no, who died? Oh, cause of FBG Cash? Nah, cause Lil Pob? Oh, what's that? I'm just saying, they say you can't say that no more. Bruh, what? Here's the kicker. This whole situation ain't even his beef. Nah, Brick Baby just decided to inherit problems like he's collecting stamps. Maybe he's got some loose ties to Lil Dirk, maybe he don't. But instead of staying in his lane, he swerved into oncoming traffic. Started dropping songs with little winks and nods like he was in the mix. But when Dirk's indictment hit the fan and folks started calling him out on social media, guess what? Homeboy started backpedaling like he was in the Tour de France. Oh, I don't know nothing. I'm just here for the vibes. Nah, fam, you can't play both sides of the fence and then act shocked when the fence collapses. And let's talk about the I'm crazy act. Man was out here in interviews talking about Gucci Mane got some good Uzi like he's auditioning for a Tyler Perry movie. Bruh, what even is that? You can't just throw on a straitjacket and call it a day. The feds don't care if you're acting like the Joker, they'll still come for that ass. And guess what? They did. Brick Baby got scooped up in Operation Drawdown, along with some other rolling 60s heavyweights like Big U and Loose Cannon. Man thought he was untouchable, but the feds came through like, nah baby, it's lights out. So, Lil Durk was supposed to be in court this past January, right? But out of nowhere, they pushed his trial all the way back to October. Now let me break it down for y'all. The feds don't just move trial dates like that unless something's cooking. They don't need more time. They already got their case locked and loaded. So what's the deal? Is somebody singing like they're on American Idol? Or are they out here scooping up everybody and their mama who might have even breathed near this case? Either way, it's fishy, and I don't trust it. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Brick Baby, yeah, the same dude we just roasted, got tied into this mess with a sealed indictment. Oh, you heard me right, sealed. That means the feds been watching this man like he's the star of their favorite reality show. CCTV cameras, wiretaps, the whole nine. They even mentioned Lil Durk's alleged M for High plot in the paperwork, and guess who else got name dropped? Big U, the so-called rolling 60s heavyweight. Now, let's rewind for a second. Remember when Quando Rondo said, I'm done with this gang stuff, and dropped his flag? Everybody was like, what's going on? Why he leaving the game? Well, here's the tea. Big U allegedly said Quando Rondo was targeted because he didn't check in with the rolling 60s in LA. Wait, what? So you're telling me the guy Quando looked up to, Big U, might have been the one who gave him up? Oh, that's cold-blooded. Now let's connect the dots. If Big U was out here giving drops on Quando, who's to say he ain't doing the same to others? And if Lil Durk had the drop on Quando, who gave him that info? Big U? Somebody's playing chess out here, and it ain't looking good for the pawns. So here's the million-dollar question. Is Big U the puppet master pulling all the strings? Is he out here feeding info to the feds while playing the role of the big homie? And if so, who else is on the menu? Cause if they got Brick Baby on wiretaps and CCTV, you know they ain't stopping there. Lil Durk and his crew rode all the way from Chicago to LA like they were on a business trip. Nah, not no vacation. They came with a mission. Hotel rooms booked, plans laid out, the whole nine. They knew exactly who they were coming for and how to get to him. But here's the million-dollar question. How did they know where to find Quando Rondo? If it was that easy, why didn't they pull this off ages ago? Somebody had to give them the drop, and that somebody might have been wearing a big old rolling 60s chain. Now let's break it down. The paperwork says Big U Enterprises, yeah, Big U's little empire, was out here warning visitors to LA. Check in with us or else. And they use Quando Rondo as the poster child for what happens when you don't follow the rules. They even got Big U on wiretaps basically saying, look what happened to Quando and his homie. You don't want to be next, do you? Cold-blooded. But here's where it gets spicy. Brick Baby, yeah, the same dude who's been playing both sides like a double agent, might have been the one to hand over the GPS coordinates. Remember those songs he was dropping? Talking about getting the drop, getting it done, and getting paid for it? Yeah. That wasn't just bars, fam. That might have been his resume. Now he's caught up in this mess, and the feds are looking at him like, oh, you thought you was slick, huh? So let's connect the dots. Big U is out here running LA like it's his personal kingdom, warning folks to check in or face the consequences. Little Dirk and his crew come from Chicago, hit a lick and bounce. And Brick Baby, he's out here singing like a canary, thinking he's untouchable. But guess what? The feds got receipts, and they're handing out indictments like parking tickets. The United States District Court for the Central District of California, yeah, the big dogs, authorized Title III wiretaps and electronic surveillance on some key players in this investigation. And who's on the list? Henley Robinson, aka Big U, Martin, and Zahari Mitchell, aka Brick Baby. Zahari? Yeah, that's a name you don't hear every day. But trust me, it's one the feds won't forget anytime soon. Now here's where it gets wild. The court didn't just stop at wiretaps. Nah, they went full James Bond and installed audio and video bugs in spots where Brick Baby was hanging out. We're talking CCTV surveillance, catching every move, every whisper, every nod. And let me tell you something, when the feds got you on video and audio, it's a wrap. You can't talk, walk, or brag your way out of that. It's like trying to fight a hurricane with a paper umbrella. Ain't happening. Now let's talk about this separate sealed indictment. This ain't no random accusation, fam. This is a whole federal indictment with Brick Baby's name on it. They didn't just throw darts at a board and land on him. Nah, they got probable cause, receipts, and a whole lot of evidence. And the fact that they're tying him to Little Dirk's case all the way from Chicago tells you this ain't no small-time operation. Brick Baby's got some serious explaining to do. But here's the kicker. All that social media bragging, all that street business he was airing out online, yeah, that came back to bite him like a pit bull with a grudge. The feds don't miss a beat, and now Brick Baby's learning the hard way that the internet is forever. You can't flex for the gram and then act surprised when the feds come knocking. Yo, if you're still with me, you know what time it is. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's blow this video up. The streets need to know what's really going on. And don't forget to drop a comment. What do y'all think about Brick Baby's situation? Is he cooked or does he have a way out? Because you know I'll be back with more of that uncut, unfiltered truth. Stay sharp, stay safe, and keep your circle tighter than a vault. Peace out.